Hello, all. We are going to revise the chapter of development in this video. It will be done in various parts. So, this is the first part. Well, development, as per our book, has to say that what development promises is different for different people. Because we have poor people living, we have rich people living in a society, right? So different people have different development goals. For instance, we have a daily wage worker. The goal for him will be to get a job or work which gives him minimum wages for a day till the end of a year, right? If that a person is able to get the job for the whole year with the wages, then he will think himself to be developed when he reaches this goal. Okay, after the end of a year, if he thinks he wasn't unemployed for a day even in the year, then he is developed for himself. And taking the other side of it, for a rich person, if he thinks if he thinks of achieving the profit of 50 crores at the end of a year, at the end of a financial year, and if he achieves it, then that is a kind of development for him, right? And another example, where if a person is thinking of preparing an atom bomb, for instance, for an atom bomb, and he succeeds in making it, fine, then that will be development for him. But the preparation of atom bomb is for the destruction of the country or the people. That is not a development for other people, right? So the concept of development is different for different people, and the development for one may not be development for the other person. In the third example, as we said, production of atom bomb is development for the person who produced it, and it's not development for the person who will be affected by it, right? So development promises different people with different goals. Next is income and other goals. Development for people is not only income, right? Yes, for people who desire for getting work or better wages, and think of getting better prices for their crops, like profit, yes, the income is there, that is the goal, that is the basic one. But other than income, there are some other things, other goals, which people think is the concept of development, like the non-materialistic aspects, like freedom, equal treatment, security. For example, we have cook. Sometimes we have cooks in our houses. So normally these cooks or the servants in our house, they have their food in the kitchen or at a designated place they have, right? But when we ask them to come and sit, have the food with us on the dining table, then they will feel developed, as they think the owner is giving equality, is giving a kind of equal rights to him to sit on the dining table as the owner sits on the table, right? So here we find the person who is the servant or cook is feeling better at getting that right of equality, which is a non-material materialistic aspect, that he is developed. So that becomes a goal for him to feel developed. So income and other goals also mean development. Okay, when the cook just starts sitting on the dining table and having food with others, that is a concept of development for him, right? And for the owner, it is a kind of providing um, uh, the person's right. Or in other sense, if we say, the person who asks him to sit on the table is also bringing about a change and bringing himself a concept of development by broadening his mindset, fine. So that is income and other goals are also included in development. But while talking about national development, we cannot say that a poor person, a daily wager person, is getting job for whole day then that country is developed. Or we cannot say that a country with the richest of the richest person is getting the maximum profit, what he gets is his country's development. No, we cannot say that, because we have two ends of people. One is the rich people, the other one is the poor one, and in middle we have the middle class people, right? So we have to three all these three aspects. So we cannot say that uh, this person has developed, this category of people have developed in this year, then that is the national development. No, national development means thinking about fair and just path for all, whether there is a better way of doing things or not. So when a nation as a whole is able to develop in the other senses with or including all the people in it residing in it, then that is called national development. Fine, we'll see it in detail. uh, well, for comparing our country or our state with the other, the concept of national development or development is very important. The income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. Well, we cannot say that the income of poor people is normally low, as we said. For instance, if a person is able to make an income of 25,000 a year, for 25,000 rupees per year, then that will be development for him. And a rich person is able to make 25 crores of profit a year. Fine, but we need to compare their we need to collaborate both the incomes and then get an average of it and then divide it amongst the population. Then we get the income received by each and every person, which is known as the per capita income. Well, per capita income means the income received by each and every person living in a country from the income of the nation. Income of the nation is nothing other than the contribution or the production of the people residing in it. You and me are the residents of India, so whatever we produce in a year, that becomes the national income. And when this national income is divided by the population of our country, that becomes the per capita income by that person. And on this basis, on this concept of the per capita income or the average income, the development is calculated, is compared between states as well as between countries. So if you've liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. We'll see in the next part the other concepts of development. Thank you.